Good evening. It's Tuesday, the 7th of July at 6 o'clock. And we do these sessions most Tuesdays and Thursdays. There isn't one this Thursday because I have a WI Women's Institute talk to do, which is lovely. So I shall be otherwise occupied. And the topic for tonight, was going to be, it still is, book reviews. BB Elsin, Beth, was due to join me today. Unfortunately, family, not a bad thing, but family event came up. So it's just me. And I debated, we will do it again anyway, but I debated postponing it. But I thought, well, I can talk about it anyway, so there's something to post. So the blurb I put on the Self-Pub website, and as you can see at the back here, self-pub-fest.co.uk is the website for Self-Pub Fest. I have my own, it's morgenbailey.com, it's Morgan with an E. And so I had a blurb, there's a topics page on the website, which is, let me just go into the website. So we've got calendar, left-hand side. There's a red strip at the top. Calendar, full day in person. They're in Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire in England. Then full day online. We've just had our second one. And then we're going to have another one in September. Then another one in November, the second Sunday. So that's changed slightly because they were going to be every 6 months. But now they're going to be every 2 months, which is great, on the second Sunday of each month. And then Monday mini fests, which take place most Mondays at noon, 12 o'clock UK time. And then Wednesday whips, which start tomorrow. And I have people booked in for that. So that'll be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Different people in each session, bringing along, so myself plus 3 others, bringing along their works in progress. So do book for that if you'd like, and it won't be recorded, not going to go anywhere. No one's going to record it. And so it's as safe as I can get it for your works in progress. But then we were talking about beta readers. How do you know? We'll be talking about alpha readers and beta readers actually later on. So that'll be the Tuesday, the 28th of July. We'll be looking at alpha readers and beta readers. So the people who see your book before it gets published. And so we were talking about that. So the Wednesday whips work in progress is going to be a closed session every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So you can pick your hour. There'll be an hour each. And there'll just be 4 of us. So we can go through at least 2,000 words. So a good opportunity if you want to get some feedback on whatever you've got. Poetry, short stories, non-fiction, script, novels, obviously. So yeah, do bear that in mind. So today I'm going to talk about book reviews. So the blurb, and then Monday midday mini fests, Wednesday whips, T&T panels, this is one of. So T&T for Tuesday and Thursday. This is Tuesday today. And then topics. So I've done a page on all the topics we cover. So if you see something else you'd like to talk about, then there are, if you could just go to the participate page, you can email me that way. But my emails, it's morgan@morgenbailey.com. It's on the website, it's on my page, it's pretty much everywhere. And so, yes, that's topics. So one of them is book reviews. So this is what was scheduled for today. So the blurb is, do you leave bad ones? How do you react to bad reviews on your book? Are you kinder when leaving a review for a book rather than any other household product? How do you balance positive and negative constructive reviews? Have you learned from a specific review of your book? Before I've set up this session, clicked record, I did go to my books and it's quite, it's sad. I think I'm a good writer. I like what I write, but most of my books are quite quirky. So the serial data, which I have up there, called my Marmite novel, because it was traditionally published initially, and it had it did a book tour. So it went on NetGalley, which is before it gets published, and I think this was actually after that. I did have a look at the reviews. I very rarely do. I do if I have to, because yes, they can be helpful, but equally they can be quite soul destroying. So a lot of mine are 3 point something, 4 point something. So bearing in mind that if somebody loves your book, so Serial Data, that one up there, was Serial Data shopping list. And the first, I'm sure there were others, 1-star review said, and I read it at 11 o'clock at night, didn't lose a wink of sleep, that I don't normally leave reviews for books, but this one was so bad I felt I had to. And it made me laugh, but it is a shame because that book then went on to be a blogger's favourite book of the year. And bloggers probably read a couple of, even if they read a couple of books a year, a couple of books a week, which they probably do, then that's 100 books a year. So it's her favourite book, Karen's World, her favourite book of the year, which is a huge achievement. So that's the same book. Somebody hated it, somebody loved it, and it's like everything. People love films, they hate films, don't see what all the fuss is about. But if you have somebody who loves it and gives it a 5-star, and how often do we actually give 5 stars? Invariably, unless it blows our socks off, as we say here in the UK, then invariably it'll be a 4. It will always find something wrong with something, so it'll be a 4. But if somebody gives it a 5, somebody else gives it a 1, it's then immediately brought down to 3. So if you do leave negative reviews for, if you leave ratings, because this is another thing. Do you just leave a rating and not explain why you've left a poor rating? If you leave a 5-star rating and don't say anything, we can guess that you're very happy with that book or product. But leaving a 1-star, we don't know why you don't like it. Some people, Amazon have cut down on it, but some people have said, oh, it arrived late, or other silly reasons. The corner was bent. So that would be nothing I can control. So I do leave reviews for things. I shop with Amazon, subscribe and save, fat balls, buy a lot of food for the birds. And there's a box, I received box of fat balls where probably about a quarter of them were broken, and which is no good if they're going in a container, which has got fairly big holes in it. So then you have to crush them up and put them in the tray. And so not ideal. So I did leave, I think I still left 3 or 4 because they were the cheapest, but the ones I normally get I'd sold out. So there we go. So do you leave bad reviews? I think we all do. I think if we don't like something, but I think we're more likely to leave bad reviews than we are good ones. Because if we read a book and enjoy it, we go, oh, that was great, and maybe think about leaving a review. Whereas if something has really irritated us, or something's broken, or it's not how it's described, then invariably we will go straight onto the website there and then and leave a poor review. I don't know if I'm a Trustpilot, actually. I should check. I don't suppose I am. Then how do you react to bad reviews? Just said about my first review. I should at some point look at all why I've only got 3 point something stars on a fair number of my fiction. And the non-fiction fares better. That's 4 point something, which is great. Because I do like to think I help people with the non-fiction books about writing, and Self-Pub Fest here, learn a few things. Are you kinder when leaving a review for a book rather than a household product? I think most people probably would be, because you don't know who produces the product other than a company. So if you have a box of tissues by Kleenex, which is probably part of, I don't know, Procter and Gamble or something, then it's a bit faceless. Whereas if you've read a book by, for instance, Frida McFadden, or Katie Ford, or etc., Kristen Hanna, then there is one person then representing that product. So I think people are kinder. I certainly don't look at Goodreads, because I know Goodreads reviewers are a lot harsher even than Amazon. So I'm probably way down in Goodreads, but there we go. I should. Well, you do learn to have a thick skin when you're an author. How do you balance positive and negative constructive reviews? If a negative review is constructive, I don't like the way this or that, or it's too much description or too much dialogue or something, then we do learn from that. The same book, actually, the Serial Data, the main character is on the cover, and I did read a review the other day, and I think it was a man actually who left it, who said that we never did get Izzy's description. There isn't a lot of description. The book is over 100,000 words. It's her going on dates with these men. So I describe 31 men in 31 days. So I just do some description up to a point, but it's such a big book already that I am going to go back through it. I'm going to go back through all my books and reissue them using the same. I don't think I'll unpublish and republish, because you do lose all the reviews. But I'll have a look. I think you'll just have to bite the cliched bullet and just to upload them. So it's a new edition, and hope that it suits people better. So have you learned from a specific review? Nothing springs to mind actually, but that one where they said, I don't normally leave reviews for books, but this one was so bad. At the time, I just thought it was funny. And then within a fairly short amount of time, it was a blogger's favourite book of the year. So that was fairly, I think that was 2018. So that was amazing. So nothing springs to mind. But if you would have read this, watched this review on this episode session on the Self Pub Fest website, then there I must find a way actually, because their pages I'll post. I shall post this one. I should post them all on the front page, because then that gives you an opportunity to comment. I do tend to not put any contact boxes or anything, because I get a lot of spam that way. It's just the bots find contact boxes, and I do get comments. I still get comments on Self Pub Fest, even though it's not technically possible from bots. Anyway, that's just part of being a writer. So the questions were, if you could answer them in the comments if you're on YouTube. Do you leave bad reviews? How do you react to bad reviews of your books? Are you kinder when leaving a review for a book than any other household product? How do you balance positive and negative constructive reviews? And have you learned from a specific review of your books? So thank you for watching. Short one today, I think 10-15 minutes. But I am working my way through putting these. I'm starting with the spotlights, and then just going with everything that's on Self Pub Fest, my Morgen Bailey UK YouTube channel, and if it's under an hour, putting it on TikTok. Now there's another story, with people who comment and say I'm gorgeous, which is lovely, but I know they're not real people. Anyway, There we go. The joy of being in the public domain. So yes, do leave a comment, do subscribe. I don't often say that, but if you could, that would be lovely. Click the like if you enjoy these sessions. And this comes 2 days after our all day. So do have a look for that. You go on the YouTube channel. So if you're on the Self-Pub Fest website, click on the YouTube page and you'll see the link for Morgen Bailey's YouTube channel, the red link near the top. And then that will take you to YouTube where all the videos are over there, 130 something so far. So thank you for watching. And I'll be back on Monday next week for Monday midday mini fests at 12 o'clock. And then Tuesday evening, 6 o'clock, 14th of July, for writing competitions. So thank you. Bye-bye.